especially a Mother's Day moment. Happy Mommy's Day to all of the mothers, caregivers, community mamas, aunties, nanas, grandmas. Happy Mother's Day to you. I'm just going to back up a little bit. So, this morning I had those same complications I had last week. It totally slipped my mind on how difficult it was for me to get my stream together last week. So I didn't even anticipate it this week. I went and did what I normally do, and I was not allowed to go live from my phone. So I'm live from the laptop. We had to get that all set up from the iPad. I had to get it set up and charged up, and we're still early. We're earlier than 10 o'clock, but we're early because I won't be able to stay the whole 10 o'clock. Shout out to my niece Maya. We love you, Bones. She has me set up for a brunch this morning. She surprised me and was like, hey, when you get back in, come on and I'm taking you to brunch this morning. So gonna be moving quickly. Okay, so I can go and be loved and appreciated. Love and appreciation to you all. Now, so yeah, so I did have to come in on this avenue of life. I really feel like I may have to clear out. I haven't been allowing my or setting up space for my update to my phone. I know, I know. It's not a good thing to do. I'm just so tired of the amount of space they take up in my phone. Updates take up more space than my other stuff, than my photos and videos. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm not sure if that's not why I'm not being allowed to go live from my phone anymore. But I'm going to look into it. I'm going to look into it. I'm going to get it all situated. But we made it work here. We are here, and welcome. So today's Mother's Day moment. Boop, boop, boop. Um, you may be watching this on real time on Sunday, on Mother's Day. Yippity yappity you, boop, boop, if you are. If you are not, you're watching it on playback. You're watching it years later. I don't know. And it is not Mother's Day. Please understand that this is just a life-centered moment. It's dedicated to mommies. It has a mommy dedication, but it is an open invitation. And today we are just going to be talking about that life-centered energy. We're going to be talking about how to recreate that womb space energy in our growing, in our becoming, in our living. Now, y'all hear my voice going out, right? Bear with me. I'm going to push through it. It's going to be a wonderful moment. It's going to be a wonderful day. We're going to get it all done. Okay, y'all know how I get with I work myself to the end of the road. Although I work myself to the end of the road. So come the weekend, y'all. Tired. Okay? So, but I'm always never too tired, always inspired to do a moment of harmony with you. So, welcome. We are moving into another mini series, but that will start next Saturday or next weekend because could be a Sunday moment. Life be, you know what I'm saying, doing what life does. So, next weekend, we'll start our next mini series on not asking for permission. No more permission, right? Doing what we need to do for ourselves, standing on our own two, going after what we want and deserve and desire, and the way that we want, deserve, and desire to do it. That'll be next week. But again, we took a short little moment for us to have a moment for the moms and life-centered energy in general. So if you're a brother on here, a father on here, and you say, I'm not a mother, listen, it's life centered today. We're talking about, again, maximizing, magnetizing, recreating that womb energy for our existence. Today's episode is entitled The Portal of Existence. The Portal of Existence. I'm super excited. And again, forgive me for like zooming through this moment. But I do have to get to a brunch this morning, okay? I got to move. And I'm going to reposition myself because I know I best get into it when I'm into it. So let me lean into it, okay? Now, portal of existence. This is what I'm referring to as the maternal energy. I'm referring to as that nurturing energy in your life, the portal of existence. Before there was physical life, every single human being, every single thing in existence has come through this portal of existence, a woman. Every single one. I know we are in like this era of gender fluidity and all types of other languages that move us from one space. At the core and centeredness of it, when you came into this life of existence, you came in through a woman, right? And that is something we all can relate to. That's a standing place that we all can start with, is that we were spiritual. And maybe everybody doesn't believe we were spiritual, that we existed in some other realm of existence. Sorry about my voice, y'all. Stay with me. I should do hot tea in the morning before I start these. But y'all would not believe how busy I am normally before I even start my moment in the morning. So, but I really have to start making time for the hot tea because the voice doesn't stay all weekend. So, and I'm so tired. But so you're a physical being, you're in the physical realm, you're in the physical world. And then, in order to be a human flesh, being of flesh in the physical world, you had to come through this one portal. Every single one of us. I know there are some people out there that say they never met their mother. They don't know their mother. They don't like their mother. They don't get along with their mother has transitioned. She's not alive. In the physical sense, in the physical form. There may be all types of statuses for where you are with the body you came through, but at the end of the day, you came through a body. You came through a womb. You came through a birth canal. Some people got what is it? C-section, right? You might have had to get a C-section. Even if you were a C-section baby, you didn't come through the birth canal, you came from womb. You came from womb. And the womb, again, this body, this person, this energy that you are living through and growing inside of to come into existence is the portal of existence. I want us to be able to honor it today. I want us to be able to value it today. What it is, what it was, what it will be, what it should be, what it can be. I want us to be able to put love in the life centeredness of womb space in a way that it allows us to recreate or to reflect life portal energy in our lives today. So when it comes to life portal energy and portal energy, what we're going to get in today, three things that the womb does. Womb does many things. The womb is its own universe. This is why I love mommy work. This is why I love women's work. This is why I love life work. Okay? The womb is its own multifaceted universe of creation. And it does many things, but three things that we're going to focus on today, as far as taking that energy and making it applicable to a life centered life. Shout out to Rakiti Amin, Life Centered Life. She wrote that book. She has that theory and that philosophy. And I'm using that language, life centered life, as it is representation of the womb, life centered, right? Of a life giving. So, I am going to say, when it comes to life centered and life giving, we're going to focus on three things the womb does that we want to ensure that we are focusing on as we are growing, developing, and becoming. Help me with the voice. Mercy. Okay. The womb incubates. We're going to get into that today. The womb generates. We're going to get into that today. And the womb initiates. When we're talking about revamping ourselves, growing ourselves, loving ourselves, developing ourselves, I want us to create a mindset positively and cognitively, intentionally around womb energy, around the portal of existence, all things that you want to have life, all things that you want to give birth to, all things that you try to get her out of the. Y'all know she'll wake up doing all types of things, try to get her out of the screen. Um, all things life centered, because this is a life that we're living. This is not a play that we're in. It's not a story that we're writing. This is a life that we're living. This is an existence that we are expressing and growing and creating day by day, decision by decision, moment by moment. Right? Ding. So we're gonna get into those three components and be able to use the womb centered energy, life centered energy as we expand and grow ourselves. So again, before I get into it, I don't know if I gave enough love to the mamas, but I want to give more love to the mothers, the caregivers. I think I said all of that, the aunties. There are some African cultures where you do not have your aunts or your father's sisters. Your mother and your mother's sisters are your mothers. They're not your aunts, they're mothers, mamas. Um, and then your uncles are your mother's brothers. Those will be uncles, your mother's brothers. But your father and his brothers are your fathers. They are fathers. And that's a communal mindset, it's a collective mindset, and it's actual custom practice and belief in multiple African cultures. Um, if your mom has a sister, she is not your aunt. She is a mother. And so I'm just emphasizing that as it pertains to communal love, life-centered energy, and how we do live in a society that really kind of relegates it to this woman and this person, but the life-centered energy is many women. It's many wombs. It's many babas. It's many guards and safeguards, vanguard protection. So on a day like today, not that I take anything away from Mother's Day, but I want to just acknowledge Parents' Day, Community Day, Village Day for raising and loving and nurturing, right? Every mother that is nurturing, 9 times out of 10, has a nurturing village or needs nurturing in order to show up the way she shows up. She needs care, she needs connection, she needs assistance, she needs support. So just happy Mother's Day, but happy life rearing day. Happy Community Day. Happy Village Day. Happy Parents and Grandparents Day. Happy Connected Day around the power of life and the bringing in of life. I love being a doula. I got a baby due on the Bestie's birthday, coming up on the 15th. Can't wait to go and do that. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. I am early today. You're not late. I'm early today because I got to get to a brunch. So I'm trying to get it in and get it out. But hey, Mr. Carter, thank you and welcome. And I'm pushing through. I am tired. The voice is not working with me today, but we're pushing through. We're giving flowers, we're giving life, and we're being life centered. Okay? So just keep in mind that as I'm moving through this moment, yes, a big ode to my sisters, my co-crown wearers. I love you. The work you do, what can we say? There's not enough thanks for the sacrifice, for the dedication, for the commitment, for those that show up and give it and do it day after day after day. Those making $1 out of 15 cents. You know what I'm saying? Love and light to you. But in this moment today, I want to also highlight and pay homage to just the life-centered commitment. Okay? And what all that entails. Now, what you will never find at a moment of harmony, you'll never find it here. A lot of things you'll find here, okay? I got a lot going on. But what you'll never find here is the war against man and woman, mother and father. We are, what we're going to do in this moment is we're going to enact and enable the ability is scientific, right? So stay with me. The ability to do an individual evaluation and the matured ability, all right, the maturizing process of being able to do a collective exchange. So being able to look at things scientifically look at things in a separate container or component and being able to relate it where it belongs in the bigger picture. This is what we're doing when it comes to Mother's Day, Father's Day, these types of things. It's no separation, it's no demarcation, and there's absolutely no comparison. We are needed for one another. Life is not being created or sustained without the dual energy. This is why the creator makes it a way for us to do these things, right? So even with science, right? Even with the way that science is going, and IVF, I have a niecey poo that's IVF. And even with the way that science is going, you still need in that womb. They haven't got to the point just yet where they creating the baby without the womb. They might put some stuff in the tube, but that womb is still necessary, and you still need all the components. You still need what's coming in. So we are going to always be us centered, not self centered in the way that this society demarcates us, breaks us, pits us against each other. We are going to be us centered. And this is going to be an us centered moment. Always. You come here, you're going to find us. That's how it's going to work. So, the portal of existence, from a life centered perspective, of us being able to replicate, magnify, acknowledge, and appropriately, intentionally utilize life force energy in becoming ourselves, in leveling and transitioning through different levels of being. Okay, the portal of existence. We're going to go from this initial portal of existence, how we all got here, not her story, not where she is, not what you feel about her, think about her, but the basis of how we all got here. Peace, Mama. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to you. So, the portal of existence. Okay, let's get into it now. We all know that we came from our mother, got a name from our mother, right? Got our game from our mother. All right, I had to. Y'all know Pac has to be mentioned on Mother's Day. Okay. So we all know about this womb space, this maternal energy, peace, about this side of things, right? This sun moon energy. And right now, one is not better existing without the other, but we putting a little bit of emphasis on this moon energy today, right? So what I want to emphasize really quickly when it comes to us, again, not no comparison or not comparing or competing, but just us being, again, being able to scientifically, individually evaluate in order to collectively relate. Okay? So the father, when it comes to the womb space, the mother definitely grows the womb. She nurtures the womb. She is the womb. In so many her thoughts, which she consumes, which she allows, which she radiates. She's the womb. Okay. The father the father contributes when it comes to life. Okay, we're using this. Y'all know how I am. We're going metaphoric with it, but it's for real. Okay, you know what I'm saying. So the father contributes. The father determines genetics. Right. This is your who. This is your who you are. Your father determines genetics. The father's genes. Go and build the role. What is your role, right? The father also produces a DNA component. He produces a DNA component that builds the placenta. Um, the placenta that the father, so there's new scientific research and development around the placenta and around the roles of life and generation. And the science, we have some research that proves that there is a DNA component that comes from the male side of things, okay, that builds the placenta that the woman maintains. Okay, she maintains the health and the vitality of this placenta, but he constructs it. He is the builder of the placenta. The placenta that he builds is full of hormones that send signals to the woman's body throughout her entire pregnancy to produce excessive amounts of hormones, cells, blood, tissue for the baby. So what he constructs taps becomes what that thing is that taps hormonally on the mom that pulls more from her body. Okay. We're gonna use that later, guys. I'm not just throwing out facts. Stay with me. Okay? So the womb, what we're talking about today, the womb incubates, the womb generates, and the womb initiates. The father determines the gender. The father builds the placenta that is the signifier throughout the entire pregnancy inside of the womb, that it gives all the hormonal signals for the mother's body to produce, overproduce, double produce. In essence, the father, your masculine energy, that component of your creation is your construction, right? The father is your construction. The mother is your constitution. The father is your construction. The mother is your constitution. Your father is your who and your why. Who are you? Why are you here? Your mother is your how. She is the how you are here, how you become, how she is the substance, he is the container, she is the filler. Okay. All components vital and necessary for you to be a living, breathing you today. So again, no demarcation. We us centered. That's all that's going to be over here. But today, what we're talking about, when I'm demarcating, I want you to know I'm not leaving daddies out. I got y'all in June. Don't worry about it. I'm not leaving daddies out, but we're going to acknowledge the construction, that masculine, the work, the protection, the providing. This is you creating stability for yourself. This is you creating grounding for yourself. But the Constitution, this is what are you creating stability for? What are you even? What are you bringing? Who are you on the inside? Your heart, your mind, your body, your soul, your passion, your mission, your spirit. Okay? Your what, your why, your how. Today we're getting into your how. Okay? I wanna just bring us to the point of why we're focusing on this side of things. We're talking about the how. Today, when you celebrate, today when you remember, today when you reflect, today, when you honor with flowers, whether you putting flowers on a grave or you handing flowers to a woman, whether it was the woman that birthed you or raised you and helped raise you, the how. How have I become what I am? Okay. As we move into self development, self correction, self alignment with the universal structure, with our divine innate destiny, with our beingness. I want us to honor, to be able to extract from these types of holidays, these types of moments of attention that the whole world is at attention, or all of America anyway, is at attention. I want us to be able to appropriately extract what's necessary for our healing, our growth, and our development. And what's necessary in this sense of things is, do we replicate womb portal existence energy when we are out here trying to live and survive, out here trying to rebirth and reconstruct? This woman that raised you or gave you life may not be here in the physical, may not always be here in the physical. If she still is, may operate in a different form of existence. But on no matter what level you have maternal experience, she represents life force energy. So when I go out and say, Mama, I'm everything I am because of you. Thank you for your love and your sacrifice. Thank you for your labor. And thank you for your thank you. I want to be able to maturize that process into self-development. That means I need to be able to go to source energy and say thank you. Thank you for who I am. Thank you for what I have. Thank you for the sacrifice. Thank you for the faith and the dedication and the loyalty, your faithfulness, right? This is, I, as an adult now, need to be able to replicate that. Now, when it comes to mothers, a lot of, and I want to give a shout out to my children. They did amazing this year. It was so funny because I stopped even, you know what I'm saying? Because they're young. They were young. And if you're, and I'm single, so if you're single, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Not a whole bunch going down in Chinatown. But I wasn't expecting, I got to the point where I was like, look, you're single. I've been single for a couple of years. So it's not going to be no whole to-do. This is a time for you to be grateful within yourself. This is your time for you to create and produce. This is your time to use that same energy where you grew human beings and gave them life and existence, and for you to grow dreams and healing and constitution, right? This is a time for you now to reflect on the energy of self and to radiate it in your life. That's all I was going to do, y'all. I was going to binge. I was going to read. I was going to rest. I was going to write. Okay. I was going to take this maternal energy of the day and create. And now I'm pouring that same vibe into you. But I was pleasantly surprised. The children showed up, showed out. Thank you, Wiz. Thank you, Love Buggy. Blessings. I wasn't, soon as I stopped looking, look, that's when things start happening. In the end of the song, soon as I start wondering, yeah, okay. But blessings to y'all. Y'all did y'all thing. I'm forever grateful. My children will hands down, these kids got me in the chokehold. Okay. Hands down for the rest of their lives, without a doubt, be the most amazing accomplishment of my life. The greatest joy I will ever have had in my entire existence. And I do a lot of things. I have a lot of joys. Art and revolution and growth and learning, and nothing in this world gets to me like them. Okay. Does things to me like they do. So greatest joy in life being your mother, the five of you and the grand girl. Okay. Greatest joy. Nothing better. You know what I'm saying? Me, creator, shout out to Bobby Imhotep, creator, created creation by becoming creation created. Boom. Greatest joy. Okay. So the portal of existence. What mothers want for Mother's Day? Mothers always want whatever they is least accessible to them at the moment. I'm speaking metaphorically, but I'm for real, okay? Mothers always want what is least accessible for them at the moment in the childbearing, rearing age. What life wants from you is what you need. Oh my goodness. Hold on, y'all. My phone thing is about to die. I done did something wrong. Y'all, I have been thinking I'm charging my laptop, iPad this whole time. And it just let me know, girl, it's about to go out. What are you doing? And I done plugged it up to this. I done hooked, if y'all could see everything I went through today. But I done hooked it up to the surge cord, to the surge cord, to the wall, and never turned it on. I'm tired. I'm a tired mama. Okay? Okay. Mothers always want which is least accessible to them at the moment. And I gotta move it. I'm gonna move quick. I got to go. My niece gonna get me. What's least accessible for them at the moment? Um, Life always wants from us what it seems least accessible at the moment. When you get into places of destitution or lack or need, is not a punishment, it's positioning, right? It is life reminding you what it is that you need most in your life right now. It gets you serious, focused and motivated about what you need most right now. And it moves us in directions. And then what you need most also becomes what life needs most. And that's why self-care is divine alignment, right? Self first, divine alignment. What I mean by that is a mother that has littles, when she has little children, um, the baby, infant, toddler stage, what that mother normally appreciates most on Mother's Day, what she normally appreciates most is affirmation and acknowledgement. Okay? Why? Because her children are too young to really appreciate what she does and what she gives, and she hardly ever hears, "Thank you, good job, you're the best." They're so little, they don't know Monday from Tuesday, okay? They don't know nothing about Mother's Day. So normally when Mother's Day comes around, she just gets almost no acknowledgement from the children, from who she pours. Oh, and when they're little like that, the workload is okay. That newborn baby, infant, toddler stage, it's a cute stage. It's the most precious stage, but it is grueling. Okay. So what she wants most to know is that she's doing it right. She's doing it well. She's being seen and understood for all the sleepless nights, for all the heartbreak, for all the worry, for all the trial and error, for all the figuring and configuring, the sore nipples, the stretch marks. That's what she needs to know. Thank you so much, boo. That's what at that point, early on, what she wants the most is what she has least access to, which is affirmation and acknowledgement. When mothers get to the phase of mothering and their children are in that middle school, high school, elementary age, right? That preteen, teen, tween, they in that rambunctious, not so little and so cute, right? They're in that bigger age. What mothers want most for Mother's Day is time away. She wants space. She wants peace and quiet. This is when mothers want you to send them to the spa, get them the hotel room, get them the plane ticket away from the house. It's what she has less access to: time with self, quiet, calm, centeredness. They big enough to say, "Thanks, mom. You the best, mom." Send her a song and a text message. They're big enough to give affirmation, but space and time and peace is what she's lacking the most. So in that age range, mothers normally want to go away. Okay? They want silence. Silencio. Okay? They want a little bit of silence, a little Namyo Renge Q with the cucumbers. Okay? Now, when mothers become older mothers, empty nesters, grandmothers, no one's in the home, barely anyone. They're not doing field trips, drop-offs, pickups. Right, you got it, Mr. Carter. Drop-offs, field trips, pickup, packed lunches, school performance, PTA, shoes, clothes, phone calls, did mom this, dinner, lunch, snacks. Okay, when mothers become older mothers, what they want the most for Mother's Day is your presence. They want your company. Take me out. I don't care what we do. I just want us all together. I want to go out to eat. I want to listen to the stories. I want to watch y'all be adults and mothers, and I want to be in the presence. Remember when they was middle school, elementary, high school, we didn't want no presents. We wanted distance. Now, when they're older, all your mother wants is you. Come sit with me. Come talk to me. Come shopping with me. Come eating with me. Come take these pictures with me, right? In life, this is the life womb energy. Mothers always want what they have least access to at the time. Early moms, affirmation acknowledgement. Middle mom, she wants some distance and some peace. She need to breathe, okay? She trying to remember who she was. Older mom, empty nester, she wants you. She wants you back in the house, okay? She wants noise again. She wants your company. She wants you to hug her again. She wants you to need her again, okay? And you look at this from a less enlightened space, you would say, dang, they people just want what they don't have. You're never satisfied. But if you look at this from a life-centered space of evolution and development and evolvement, which is evolution, you will see that life has cycles that require something different from you in every season and cycle. No matter what stage a mom is in, she is never not a mom. She is never not a giver. This is the ideal mom, okay? I don't want y'all getting in here saying you didn't know her, you never met her. I get it. Ideally, right? She is never not the giver of life. You're going to call her, you're going to reach out to her. Even when she transitions, this is my personal belief, into an ancestral realm, she looking out. And I'm saying that because I have two brothers in the ancestral realm, and they be doing big things for they sis. They looks out, okay? They be looking out. I believe that. So keep in mind as I get ready to quickly go through these next three things, right? Different phases. Life is requiring, right? What your mother wants most. What creation, source energy wants most from you at each stage is whatever there's least access to at that moment. So if you're working your butt off, but your prayer life or your spiritual practices, rituals are lack, life is requiring that of you. That's what I'm saying. If you're at a place where you are spiritually focused and you're on fire with taking care of your health and your wellness, but you're lacking discipline and finances and focus on stability and groundedness and mature, what is it, efficiency, you're not quite adulting. Life is going to require you to be in balance, okay? If you're at a place where you are you all about self, okay? You've been giving too much to people and now you're becoming selfish, self-centered, you're not worried about others. Life is going to require that you access within yourself that which is inaccessible at the moment. You're going to have to find you some growth and some forgiveness. You're going to have to find you some togetherness and some cohesiveness. Life is going to require. Okay, that's the point. Y'all got the point, right? Set on my necklace. Squirrel. So you're gonna have to you're gonna have to understand that life. So now in all of those stages of life, when it comes to being life centered and focused, recreating in the spaces that you are in right now, where you want more from life, where you're needing life to show up for you in a certain way, where you're wanting to become different and better versions of yourself, you are rebirthing dreams, visions, ideas, concepts, seasons. Okay? You are now always in a place. We should always be ever evolving. We should always be in a place of recreation. In order to stand in a place of recreation, giving more life to your relationships and your connections, giving more life to your finances and your flow, your healing and your development, your understanding and your enlightenment, you should be filling yourself up. Okay, y'all can't see my belly, but I'm doing a little pregnancy hump. You should be filling yourself up with the possibility of life at every juncture of self. Recreate womb energy. It is the portal of existence. I want a marriage to exist. I want health and wellness to exist. I want life and safety to exist. I want stability and consistency to exist. There is a portal of existence. Nature has shown us that. That's why we're celebrating her today. Okay? There's a portal of existence. The portal of existence is the womb structure. So in the womb structure, I got like 5 minutes. Okay? In the womb structure, the womb incubates, the womb generates, and the womb initiates. Make sure that you, as you are reconstructing life, as you are honoring and sustaining, growing, and transitioning throughout the evolution of beingness, right? Existence, beingness, the portal of existence, that you are accessing a portal like energy of how do I actualize that which was in the physical, spiritual, that was not yet physically tangible, that now has crossed through my portal of existence to be a thing, to be real, to exist. I dreamed it, I hoped it, I wished it, spiritual. And now I have it. I worked, I became, I centered, I cleansed, I what is it? I rectified, and then I produced. Portal of existence. The womb incubates. Make sure that as things are coming in your life to exist in your life, that you are creating things in your life, you have a process for protection. You are covering the things that you want to grow. You want a healthy relationship, cover her, cover him. Stop being so selfish and all about you and six figures and we don't want ice cream dates and the foolishness that I don't really think is our general consensus on love right now. But since it's out there, cut it out. Okay? Treat it like a perm, cut it out. Who said that? Was that Drake or Lil Wayne? Whatever, cut it out. Okay? um Incubate. You want to grow something, protected. Protect our children on these screens, protect our children in these school systems. Incubate, cover, and protect. That's what life womb energy is. You want it to come into life, you have to move it through the process from spiritual to physical, right? From conception to actualization. Protected. You don't have nothing because you're not protecting anything. You won't live for anything. You won't die for anything. You won't stand for anything. Incubate something you want it to grow. Peace, beloved. Happy Mother's Day. This my bouquet. Happy Mother's Day to you, my girlie. Incubate it. You want something? Incubate it. Okay. Generate it. Generate is to produce. It creates. It heals. This is cell production in the womb. This is cell production. This is blood flow. This is tissue development. This is eyes, nose, ears, lips, mouth. The womb generates. Okay? When the baby is a little eon, peon, and many of us seen those. I knew she was gonna start this foolishness today. When the womb, when the baby starts in the womb and you go see your very first ultrasound and you got the little chicken nugget looking baby, look like a bean. Okay, the baby barely have a zygote. That's what the baby stage is called, a zygote. Don't have no eyelids, no pupils, no nothing. It looks like a little alien. The generation of self comes in the womb. You want to grow something, you want to create something, incubate it, protect it, generate it, create it. You're sitting around here wishing and hoping and praying, but what are you producing? You're not productive. When you have free time, you're spending it on TV, you're spending it in the video game, you're spending it in the computer, you're spending it on the phone, right? But are you putting in the work? Generate womb energy quickly, y'all. I wish I could spend more time. Y'all know I wish I could spend more time here, right? Generate. What are you generating? I want one day, one day, one day. And I don't want to hear about one day. What are you doing today to get you to one day? Okay? What are you doing? Um, you working out? You do you have a routine? You wake up as a mom. Oh my goodness, the routine be routining. Now I'm old, I'm a little bit older now. Okay, my oldest son is 22. I've been in the game for a long time. I'm tired. Okay, but back in the day, routine from the time they woke up to the time they went to sleep. What time we were going to be doing lessons and flashcards, lunch, snack. It was planned. When we gonna go outside. When we gonna take a bath. Like okay, structure your life in a dynamic that allows for production and creation regularly. I haven't colored or drawn or wrote since I was in school. I don't do this anymore. I don't have time for it. You got time to do a lot of things. I'm watching us. I see us on social media. We're doing a lot. We TikToking. Okay, we catching the sports. We got 4 hours for the football game. You have time to generate. I'm not saying that we don't relax and play. Listen, your girl like a relax. I like a good relax session. But I worked to get to here. And I have more places to go. So generate. You want to produce something? You want to create something? You have to incubate it. Come on and stand for something. Protect, Lord, protect something. Protect someone. Create something. Produce something. Generate. Last thing, initiate. The womb initiates. The mother is the genesis. That womb space is the beginning of thought. She is the peak of thought. She is the peak of emotion. She is the peak of personality. Now, she is not the only, right? She's not the only component to your development, but she is the beginning of that. So you can have thought, emotion, personality. It develops within her, but of course your father's genetic coding can do that. But here's the power that the womb has. Even though the father does influence your personality, your thought process, um, he influences, your emotional standing, your substance. He influences. You have genetic, you have DNA in there. The mother, as the host and the house, can alter or enhance whatever he provides. So you can have a production of good things come in, but if the womb that is carrying the good things is a smoking womb, a drinking womb, a depressed, melancholy womb, she begins to genetically alter the way that development is happening. If the womb, if good stuff is being given to her, this is the beauty of women. Oh, I love it. Okay. If good stuff is given to her, she can enhance that. She can listen to the affirmations. She can eat the fruits and vegetables and drink the water and do the yoga. And she takes good energy and she supersizes it. You initiate. The womb is the initiator. Stop saying what your life is and isn't and understand how you're initiating energy and influence in your life. How you're altering or enhancing the cards you're being dealt. I have to go, okay? My niece is going to have me for, okay? I'm going to be on the platter. If I'm late after she done secured these impossible reservations, because she done swooped into town and did her big one. Okay, love you, Bones. So I got to go. But here's the thing. The portal of existence. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mama's Day. Happy Auntie's Day. Happy Community Day. Happy Parental Day. Happy Day of Life-Centered Actualization. We all in this together. Okay? Um, Love and light. I have so much I want to say on this subject, but I gotta go. Okay. 30 minutes was all I was supposed to do. I can't even get my introduction out in 30 minutes, but we're gonna do it. If you want to build something, reflect on life-centered energy. You are a life-centered source. She reminds you of that. The fact that she exists, the fact that you exist, reminds you that life-centered force creates life. Her womb incubated, it generated, and it initiated. You want to go give birth to something? Follow those steps. That's your outline, your womb source outline, your constitution, your how. Okay? I love you so much. All y'all portals of existence, y'all, my co-crowned creators. I love y'all, sis. We're doing it. Okay, we're doing it. We've done it. For those that need motivation, that need inspiration, sis, you got it. You can do it. Get back up again. Who is that? Donnie McClurkin. No, I don't know. I think The song words, the lyrics just pop in and out. It could be Marvin Sapp, I don't know, but get back up again. Okay? Do your thing. Um, for those missing her, she got her wings or her halo, if you believe that. I believe she's right there with you. You know what I'm saying? I believe she's sitting right here with you. She got whatever you give her, okay? But for those where she's in the spiritual realm, she's up in your head, she lives in your heart. Blessings to you on this day. Grace and mercy and the life force energy of her example is with you always. You can always birth and rebirth. She showed you how. She was the original template of life source. She was not the only way we get life source, but she is the original. So life comes through her for us to sustain, maintain, and continue to create. Keep creating your life. Be life force energy for yourself. Give thanks for all life force energy around you. I love you. Happy Mommy's Day to the mommies. Give love and thanks to my babies. Freedom, wisdom, lovely, kingdom, beautiful, and my dream girl. Love you all. Thank you, love. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Go ahead, take really good care of yourself, and then go on out your way and take really good care of someone else. I gotta go. I love y'all.